Hey, friend, welcome back to the Special Kind of Motherhood podcast. I don't know about you, but summertime is one of my favorite seasons. There's the sun and everything's warm outside, and it just makes, I don't know, it feels really relaxed, and it's just a season that I love. But the thing is, we also have to be aware of the toxins that can sneak into our everyday products, especially when it comes to sun protection. I'm talking about like sunscreen and after sun lotions and things like that. That we want to try to stay safe and healthy in the sun, but also we don't want to be introducing more chemicals into our body. So today I'm going to share with you a few things that you might not know about sunscreens, what to watch out for, and also some safer alternatives that you can trust to keep you and your family protected. Let's get started. Welcome to the Special Kind of Motherhood podcast. This podcast is for busy moms who want to feel their best and create a healthier home without stress or confusion. If you're ready for simple, practical tips to boost your energy, nourish your family, and make wellness a natural part of your everyday life, then you're in the right place. From easy wellness hacks to natural living tips, my goal is to help you to take small, manageable steps that lead to real, sustainable results. Because taking care of yourself shouldn't feel like just another chore. Let's dig in. Okay, so let me tell you, with the weather warming up around here, I have been digging into some research to find the best quality sunscreen for my kids. We have been using Blue Lizard really for probably the last several years. And while it is definitely a better option, I'll sometimes talk about good, better, best. And for us, it was probably on the lines of like a better option than what we had originally started with. It's still something that I've been wanting to kind of work on improving the quality of the sunscreen that I'm using on my kids. I just want to make sure that we're using something that's not just good, but like I said, it's really going into more of that realm of best and is really free from all of the harmful chemicals and just full of ingredients that I know are going to be good for their bodies and also just protect them from the sun. I know that this is something that a lot of us tend to think about during this time of year, but it can feel a little bit overwhelming. And so if you're like me, you might think, oh my goodness, I don't have time to process all of the conflicting information out there, and I'm just going to stick with what I already have, which is why we have used Blue Lizard for the last several years. But I've really been trying to dig into it. I feel like I have the time and the capacity now. And so I've been trying to dig into a few different brands and doing some research on what I feel like I want to go with this year for my kids. And I'm excited to share with you today what I've found. So let's get into it. We've all heard the importance of sunscreen, especially whenever we're spending hours outside, which we do a lot in the summer. We'll go outside and spend 2 to 3 hours outside most days of the week. So it's really important for us to make sure we're having sunscreen. I have a little redheaded child who gets burnt very easily. So it's really important for me. But here's the thing. While sunscreen can protect us from the sun, we also know that some of the ingredients in the mainstream products can be really problematic. Did you know that some of the ingredients in mainstream sunscreen are banned in places like Hawaii, Key West, and parts of Mexico? The ingredients in the sunscreen are so toxic to the environment that they will actually damage coral reefs and marine life. So, also, the Center for Biological Diversity has petitioned the FDA to ban some of these ingredients nationwide because they are so harmful. It's not just the environment we need to worry about, though. We also have to think about the fact that we are putting these ingredients onto our skin and it's being absorbed into our body. You probably already know that the sun's UV rays can cause skin damage, and this can, of course, increase the risk of skin cancer. But some sunscreens actually have ingredients that do more harm than good as well, soaking into your skin and then causing all sorts of issues. So it can feel really confusing. What are the ingredients that you should avoid whenever it comes to buying sunscreen for yourself or for your children? Here's a quick rundown of some of the common ingredients that are best to avoid. So octocrylene, this is one that is often advertised as a pure ingredient, but it is actually frequently contaminated with benzophenone, which is a known carcinogen and endocrine disruptor. Okay, another ingredient that we want to avoid is avobenzone. This is a chemical that is a light-sensitive compound that degrades when exposed to the sun, releasing harmful free radicals into the body. It's been shown to disrupt hormones and can also stay in your blood for weeks after you use it. It's definitely not something that you want to be absorbing into your skin. Okay, number 3 is octinoxate, and this is often marked as natural. This is one that is actually a petroleum byproduct. It is dangerous to both humans and marine life. The main ingredient mimics estrogen in the body and can also disrupt thyroid function. Number 4 would be oxybenzone. This is a common ingredient in many sunscreens, but it has also been shown to cause hormone disruption. Okay, the 5th ingredient that we want to avoid whenever it comes to sunscreen is petroleum. This is a major no in sunscreen and really in any kind of skincare product because it can clog pores and it can also cause acne. It's also been linked to estrogen dominance, and this is a condition that can throw off hormonal balance in the body. Number 6 is fragrances, and fragrances in personal care products contain petrochemicals like phthalates, which are linked to cancer, birth defects, and hormonal disruption. Since we're talking about sunscreens here, you can know that you're definitely going to want to avoid products that can contain any kind of synthetic fragrance. And this is something, a lot of these you're going to, like for instance, petroleum and fragrances, you're going to want to avoid those in any of the skincare products that you're using. So you might be wondering, why does it matter if these chemicals are in my sunscreen? And aside from the fact that many of these ingredients are linked to serious health issues like hormone disruption, cancer, the bottom line is that we should also be choosing products that are safe for our bodies, for our kids, and also for the planet. Whenever you use sunscreens that are filled with toxic chemicals, the ingredients are not only absorbed into your skin, but they can also get into your bloodstream, which is why choosing safer alternatives is so important. These harmful ingredients can affect everything from your skin's health to your hormones and your overall well-being. So let's talk about some safer options that are just as effective without all of the harmful stuff. I've got a couple of natural, non-toxic sunscreen alternatives that I have been considering using, and I'll share those with you. But also, you can check out the Environmental Working Group's sunscreen guide. I will link it below in the show notes because it also has a lot of different options available. You can break it down by either like daily use for kid. I think there's a kids category and then an adult category as well. So you can read through all that. You can actually click on each specific suggested sunscreen, see what the rating is, and see what specific ingredients are also in that sunscreen. But here are a few ideas that you can look at to kind of get you started, or you can check out these specific products. If you're listening to me talk about all of these ingredients and you're thinking this feels really overwhelming, I just want to know something that would be a better alternative than what I'm currently using, then this can kind of give you a little bit of a start to deciding for yourself what works well for you and your family. Okay, number 1, this is the one I actually think I'm going to try for my kids. I have a bottle in my Amazon cart that I'm going to probably order soon, and it is Badger Natural Mineral Sunscreen. I will actually link all of these below as well. This is a mineral-based sunscreen with organic ingredients that's going to protect you and your family from harmful rays. It is also reef safe, and it works great for those, like if you're going to have be out in the sun for long sunny days, then it's going to be really good for that. Think Sport is number 2. This is one that's a great option for those who also want a mineral-based sunscreen that's going to provide broad spectrum protection. So it's going to protect from multiple types of rays. It's made with non-toxic ingredients. It's also free from harmful chemicals like we've listed above, oxybenzone, avobenzone, and octinoxate. It's also water resistant, and it is perfect for those long days. Again, when you're going to be hanging out all day outside in the sun. Number 3 is 2P's Organic All Natural. This is, again, another mineral organic sunscreen. It is gentle enough for babies, but it's also going to be strong enough to work for anyone. It's made with certified organic ingredients, and it provides broad spectrum protection as well. This one is also biodegradable, and it is coral reef safe, which is going to be really good if you're more of like an eco-conscious person. Number 4 is Attitude Sunscreen. This is a mineral sunscreen. It's a great choice for sensitive skin, and it's also free from harsh chemicals. It's made with all natural plant-based ingredients that are going to be safe for you and also for the planet. Plus, it's going to offer great sunscreen protection without any of the toxic stuff that we're trying to avoid. So these are just 4. Like I said, I will link them down in the show notes below if you want to check those out. It's not affiliated or anything like that. These are just things that I'm checking into myself. And really, I'm really torn. I most likely will either go with Badger or with 2Ps for the one that we'll try for our next round. But anyway, there you have it, Mama. This is just a little bit of a sunscreen 101 to keep you and your family safe this summer without all of those harmful chemicals. And just remember that while getting exposed to sunlight without sunscreen on is really important for having appropriate amounts of vitamin D, we also, after we've sat out for, that 10, 15, 20 minutes in the sun to absorb the vitamin D, then we want to apply that sunscreen if we're going to be outside after that in order to protect our skin. I hope this episode has given you some helpful tips on choosing the best sunscreen for your family. If you have any questions or have any tips of your own that you would like to share with us, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to reach out to me on social media, or you could send me an email. I'll have all of my information linked down in the show notes below. Until next time, friend, remember, you're doing better than you think. Give yourself some grace, enjoy the sunshine, and have a blast with your family this summer. Hey Mama, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds to share this with a friend who is wanting to live more holistically without the overwhelm? Also, don't forget to head over to Apple Podcasts to leave me a review. It blesses and encourages me to know that this show is helping you. All right, friends, it's time for me to go work in the garden and make some homemade bone broth. I will see you back next week.